Welcome to a day in my life as a realtor, real estate investor, and athlete that is currently training for an Ironman. I want to bring you along on this journey throughout my day. It's literally a casual day, nothing crazy. It's a Friday today. And I do want to say that not every day looks identical. Every day is completely different, typically. And so today we have a couple things that I want to showcase and bring you along, of course, so that way you get an idea of what a typical day looks like for me. Without further ado, let's get into the video and enjoy. Good morning. It is currently 5 in the morning. We are definitely running a bit late today just because I did have an evening night run yesterday, and so I tried to squeeze in a little bit more sleep today. But typically I wake up around 4:30 in the morning, especially on the days that I swim, so which are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today is Friday, so we got a quick swim in, followed up by a little bit of hot tub, just to ease up the legs and get that blood flowing still there, a little bit of recovery, and then we'll hit the bike for about an hour. We'll get out of the gym and then we'll get going with our day. One thing about me is that I like having one alarm and one alarm only, and I kind of find it interesting that when I look at other people's alarms on their iPhone primarily, and I see a bunch of alarms like, the hour and then followed by 15, 30, 45, almost sometimes even by the minute. And I find it extremely crazy because for me, it's by me having one alarm, I'm basically telling my brain, myself, that if I do not wake up in the morning at that alarm time, it's game over. I basically miss the day because I'm not gonna wake up at any other alarm time. I don't have any other alarm time. So that means I must wake up at the time that I tell myself the night before, which for me has always proven to work. Of course, I don't like it because I have to wake up, but that's just the fact of it. You have to wake up at the time you tell yourself, and that's more of a commitment that you make to yourself. And I enjoy because then that means that I get to take advantage of my day and make the most of it. We got some laps to get in this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of interesting, nobody's in the pool today, which is kind of weird. Usually there's people in here, but not today, which is nice. We get the whole pool to ourselves. So let's get some morning laps in and crush our day. Let's go. Morning pool swim. Let's go. One of the things that I really enjoy about swimming is that you get a lot of alone time. It's just you and the road ahead. It's a lot different than running and cycling. And you're also underwater, so you can't really talk. You can't really listen to music. Well, actually you can, but I don't really listen to music. But it's quite interesting how that works. We made it in the jacuzzi, hot tub, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to hear me. My favorite part about Fridays is that we also get to enjoy. So we just got out of the gym, just completed our workout session for the day. So you might be asking, what are you doing? What are you training for? I might have mentioned it in a previous video or something like that. So at the moment, I'm currently training for an Ironman, which obviously is a triathlon, which includes swimming, cycling, and of course running. So today, my focus was swimming in the morning, the first section of it, and then followed by a session of cycling. So we got that done for today. Feeling great. I actually didn't mention this in the morning, but I was kind of feeling tired in the morning that I didn't want to wake up. And I know that most people say that all the time. I know that for a fact. Every single day is a battle. The thing is, sometimes you just have to trick your brain. It's one of two things, actually. One, you have to trick your brain into getting up and going on with the day. The second one is having a reason to get up, having a strong why. And I think the second one is the one I always try to lean more towards, because when you have a strong reason why to get up every single morning, without a doubt, you will get up. Which kind of goes back to the why I only have one alarm part, right? Because I know that I'm going to get up regardless. If I only have one alarm and my reason is and my why is strong enough, you bet that I'll be up at the time that I'll tell myself. I will be up and will do the things that I need to do to get done and to get my day started. So from here, let's get home, shower, get ready, change, eat, get some breakfast, and let's get going. So we made it here to the project here in Sassoon City. As you can see behind me, they are actually painting, in the process of painting. They have all their tools and stuff like that. We still have so much garbage that we're taking out from the backyard, which I'll show you in a bit. But right now, they have painted the entire inside, at least with the primer first. They have the cabinets that we're gonna be saving and we'll be painting as well, but we have those covered right now. But the rest has been painted. We have all the new can lights ready to be installed. And let me just say that this place has completely transformed from the first day that we got here. It was a hoarder house to begin with. There was so much junk, so much trash, a lot of good things too as well. There were a lot of walls here. There was a wall right here, and some other stuff right here. But so much has been opened throughout the space. Échale, topo. We made it to the office building. Whoa. This is the office. We're here to do a couple things for a bit, and then we'll head back home. A couple more phone calls. We'll head out to show some properties. Let's get going. We got a couple things to get done here in the office. We'll get some work done. Afterwards, we'll probably head out around 5 or 6. We have a couple of showings with some clients that have to show them some homes. And so we'll get that done later this afternoon, have dinner, and then rest up, because tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, we have a big long run. And then weekend, what else? Sunday, we'll have a ocean swim, open water swim, and we'll follow it up with a bike ride, I think. So we got a lot of things happening, both in business, personal life, training. Just going. So actually another thing as well. So I've been in this office for about 6 months or so, I believe, since January, about 5 months or so. And I got it with the intention that I would be primarily helping mostly clients as a realtor side of the business. But because I've transitioned a lot more of my time, energy, and focus and resources into more of the fix and flip business, there's really not a need as much for the office space anymore, because I can work from home, and I'm usually, to be more realistic, out and about at the projects, at the properties, making sure we're on track to making progress, with the timeline, as well as going out and picking materials. So it doesn't really make much sense for me to continue having this office and paying for it, essentially. So we're also in the process of either getting an early termination or probably canceling, if possible, my lease here. So we're working on that. So we just finished up here at the office. We got some work done, and then we were also in the process of getting that thing canceled as far as the lease for the office. And we're now heading back home. There's a bunch of traffic, but it's all right. We'll get back home soon, shortly. We got 2 important calls to make, and afterwards we're gonna see if my client is still interested in looking at the 2-3 homes that I've sent him. And I mean, it seems like he's interested in seeing them, so we'll check those out. We'll go out and show them, and if not, we have actually one other thing I need to work on, a little project on the side. And that's the thing about most of my days, right? Sometimes there's days where I can plan it out accordingly and I can execute on each thing. Other times where I might have a schedule already set and things come up that I need to, be ready to go, and there's nothing I can do. I have to go and execute those things. So it kind of messes up my schedule sometimes, which I've been trying to work on a bit, because as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, if you're thinking from the outside in, you really have to value your time a lot more than if you were just working a 9-to-5 job, right? Because if you were working a 9-to-5 job, I mean, you got someone telling you, do this, do that, be here at this time, do this at that time. You got this meeting, you got that meeting. But when it comes to being a business owner, an entrepreneur, your time is everything. It's literally the most valuable thing that you have. And so when you allocate it to the right things, whether it's working in the business or on the business, things that will, eventually push the business forward, that's what's really gonna make the biggest difference when you value your time. And it's something that I'm constantly working on, especially this year. It's a big focus that I have, both with myself, personal life, business, valuing your time a lot more. And also, on another note, I gotta be honest, today I'm definitely feeling tired. Like, I'm functioning, of course, but it's at a low. And I think it's because yesterday evening, I went out for a somewhat decent run, 7 or 8 miles, I believe. And some people might look at that and say, "Wow, that's a lot of miles." Other people might say that's a little bit of miles. But the point is, I came back kind of late. I took a shower, and I went to bed around 11 p.m. Still had to wake up around 4:30ish, and so didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to, which I can almost bet you it's probably the reason why it's affecting me now today. Me operating a little bit, with less energy. But still, that, I think, right there is what separates most people. And I'm not saying I am, the greatest person about this, but I do know that I am in control of my emotions. I'm in control of a lot of things. And so despite the fact that I'm feeling tired or not as much energy as I normally do, I'm still going to push forward. I'm still going to do the things that I said I was going to do. I still have many things to do to get done to the rest of my day. And so, despite all that loss of energy, I'm still going to execute. And that is what separates most people from doing great and accomplishing great things. So I'm here checking out my property with my clients. And this is supposed to be a bedroom, from what it seems like. It's actually, it might have been used like a dining room, because you have closet doors right here, which actually open up to the kitchen. That's crazy. So that first house definitely needed a lot of work. My clients will most likely pass on it just because it does. I mean, it's a high price, but also it probably needs another $50,000-$80,000 worth of work, which they can spend, but they wouldn't want to, just because it's not only money but also time that they need to invest into it. So we're here at the second property, about to check this one out right here, and see how it goes.